Hey guys, how you doing? It's Boomer, and I got some good news at the eye doctor today, and I want to thank you all for the prayers. Looks like I'm not going to need to see an eye dog after all, thank God. But I just was texting with a friend of mine up in New Jersey, and I wanted to give you all a story of the power of Facebook this time. Years ago, well, many years ago, when I was a senior in high school, a band came to play at Kearney High School, and they were called Stars, capital Starz. Well, they came and played, and I found out from my cousin Andrew Taylor that it was the first time he asked out his wife, Judy Manley. And they're married now for like 40 years. So that's a nice story. Well, anyway, after the show was over, the roadies were packing up the stuff, and there was the lead singer, guitar player was there, and he had the big high shoes on, like, Kiss or something, and it had been snowing out. There was snow on the ground. It was icy. Well, we asked him, "Hey, you wanna smoke a bone?" He's like, "Sure." Well, we ended up walking down the hill from Kearney High School to Davis Avenue, and we went to Freddie Troman's grandmother's house and hung out. Freddie was living with his grandmother, and she was not doing well, but she was in the other room, and Freddie took good care of her, and we were smoking in the other room, and it turned out to be a nice time. We're hanging out with the lead singer for Stars, right? Well, many years later, I'm down here in Georgia, and I look on the computer, and there's a thing for Stars, Starz. And I thought, oh my God, that might be the guy that I smoked the joint with after the show. Maybe he'll remember. So I contacted the guy. His name was Richie Ranno. Turns out he's the original band Stars, Starz, that toured the country with Kiss and whatever, Def Leppard, I don't know who else, but a lot of other bands, and they were very popular. And for some reason, they just didn't make it big. They should have. I've listened to the songs. I've gone back and listened. Fantastic. Well, anyway, he tells me, no, they ripped off our name, and I don't know if there was a lawsuit involved or whatever, but they had to stop using the name Stars. So, just through that little story, now I'm Facebook friends with Richie Ranno. And I follow him, and I don't want to bug the guy. I wish him happy birthday. He's probably got a million people bugging him. And he's playing shows up in New Jersey. And I said, Richie, next time I come up to New Jersey, I'm going to come see you. Well, we went up to New Jersey, and we went to the Union in Rutherford, New Jersey, or East Rutherford, I think it's Rutherford. And we went to see Richie play. So we got there, and I walked in. I said, Richie, it's me, it's Boomer, He said, hey, he shook my hand. He met Tammy. There was no parking. It was horrible. They had a big lot, but they were setting up for the St. Patty's Day or something, and you couldn't park in the lot. So I said, Richie, I'm out here double park. Where did you park? He said, I had to park 3 blocks away. I'm saying, you're kidding me. The music, the entertainment for the night, they don't even save you a spot. He goes, nope, they don't care about us. I'm like, well, that's not right. Down at Six's Tavern, the bingo caller gets a spot so that she doesn't have to walk around the parking lot looking for a spot or drive around the parking lot. So I thought, my God, if that was my bar, this guy would have a cone outside, and he'd have a spot right out front because he's got to carry his mic and his stuff, setting up his stuff, his guitar. So we go outside, and next door there's a lot, but it's like a gym or something. And it's weird because they got a valet for the gym because they got the parking spaces they could double, triple up, and they got a valet for the gym. So I say to the guy, hey, can we park here? He goes, nope, this is for the gym only. I said, hey, buddy, how about if I give you $20? Can we park there now? He says, sold. I gave him $20. Back up here. Nobody's going to go in front of you. You're set. I said, please, I'm not going to come out and find my car missing. He said, nope. He said, you're my man. You took care of me. I'm going to take care of you. I said, well, thank you very much. So we were only gone about a minute. Richie probably thought we were going to be gone an hour looking for a parking space. So we were walking back up the hill past the Union. And just then he's sitting up by the window to play the guitar. He knocks on the window and he gives me the thumbs up. Hey, you got a good spot, So I had just told him in the text right now, the reason I got a good spot was because I gave the guy $20 in the lot next door and he let me park there. And it meant a lot to me that you don't even know me just through Facebook, that you're knocking on the window, you're setting up, you're knocking on the window and you gave me the thumbs up like, oh, I'm so happy that you didn't have to walk far for the parking space. So we had a nice time. That place is a fancy place. If you haven't been there, what a beautiful meal. What beautiful people, the waitresses, the staff, the busboys, everybody was amazing. And of course, Richie just doing a solo acoustic. It wasn't with his all-star band. It was fantastic. I didn't get a picture with him. Like I said, I'm not a jock sniffer. I wish I did get a picture with him. Look him up, Richie Rano Stars, Richie Rano All Stars, 76 years old. This guy obviously has not been a drug addict his whole life, drinker, whatever, the usual musician shit. This guy looks fantastic. Tammy thought he was so handsome. I just told Richie in a text, I said, man, I know this beautiful girl, a friend of mine. She thinks you're gorgeous, but I told her you're already married. You're spoken for. So he texted me back and he said, hey, is she on Facebook? I said, no, she's my wife. He said, you're a riot. You're nuts, But, she thought he was the cat's meow. He is a good looking guy. And if you're up in New Jersey and you're close to Bergen County, because that's where he plays mostly, Hackensack, up Hendrick Road, Rutherford, East Rutherford, please go see Richie Rano's All Stars, Richie Rano acoustic solo, and you go tell me, ladies, if that's not the handsomest guy you've seen at 76 years old, and please tell him Boomer sent you. All right, that's a great story. I love you, Richie Rano. You're a good guy, and it meant a lot to me. Just knocking on the window to let me know, hey, I'm so happy you found, he knows I'm an older guy. I'm having a hard time walking around. And I told him, my wife has bad knees. Just that little thing of knocking on the window and giving me the thumbs up, like, oh, I'm so happy you found a spot close. He didn't know I gave the guy $20, but it meant a lot. It's the small things. That's why I say, don't be an asshole. Another tip from Uncle Boomer. Don't be an asshole. Treat people good. Here's a guy that was touring the country in a rock band, not like, like Bob, but I'm saying just be nice to people, whether they're poor, whether they're rich, whether they're whatever. Just be nice to people and it'll come back to you. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for praying for me. My eyes are doing good. I'm so happy. I'm going to really try to lose some more weight and watch my sugar. I always had, the will to live because I love Tammy. I love my kids, but I just feel like this new, I'm vigorized. I'm, reinvigorated, and I'm getting up earlier and I'm going to bed earlier, and I'm just feeling great right now. So, please share this journey with me, and please, I love you.